Live from the internet, it's the BTB Internet Talk Show. Special guests, Pandemonium, Dean Martin. If you've got the internet, you get a talk show. Here's your host, Mr. BTB himself, Scott Curtis.
Yes. We are back at the BTB Internet Talk Show. I am so stoked to be here tonight. It's Thursday, isn't it? It's Thursday. It is must-see Twitch TV tonight. And you may be seeing me on other avenues versus Twitch because we're going to do a few minutes on the Facebook, the YouTube, the Twitter, and I think that's it. And then we're going to leave you hanging if you don't get over to the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling Twitch channel, which is very easy to find. Twitch.tv/Drinks, Jokes, the letter N, Storytelling. It's so easy. And hit a subscribe button or a follow button while you're there because they've got a lot of great shows. I mean, I like mine the best, but they've got a lot of great shows. Tonight, after this show, the BTB Internet Talk Show, which is not a podcast, it's a talk show. It's going to be John Polveromo with Dystopia Tonight and not that guest. Did I not upload it? Okay. We are going to find John's thingy here. Here we go. Open. I'm using the internet. I'm using a computer. I'm 56 years old. Give me a break. John's show, Dystopia Tonight. He's got special guest Alan Steffen. It's going to be a great show. Make sure you stick around because it's must-see Twitch TV. Look at my little graphic I made. I'm so proud of that graphic. See that? Must-see Twitch TV. Oh, it's great. Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling. Excellent channel. How's your day, folks? How is everything going with you? I am stoked to have gotten the first dose of the tracking chip. And I am actually able to read minds now. And I found out my wife doesn't like me very much. So, at least I know. It's good to know. And I'm drinking tonight as usual. I have changed things up. I've been drinking Buffalo Trace, and I went through a couple bottles pretty quick. And I was recommended this at the Chalet Party Store, B Street Blues Bourbon Whiskey. So that's what I'm drinking tonight. It tastes very, very good. And if they want to sponsor me and send me bottles of whiskey in lieu of payment, I am totally cool with that because I like it. So my name is Scott. I started this talk show because my podcast is very serious and I want to do something fun. And I love the fact that I can talk to all these people from all over the world and have them talk over me and take control of my show so that I can just drink. And that's all I want to do. This is not a podcast, but if you want to call it a podcast, go ahead. You're not going to find it on any podcast app. You're only going to find it on Twitch TV at the Drinks, Jokes, and Storytelling channel. You can watch it tonight and you can watch it tomorrow night because it'll be recorded. So let's get on with the show, shall we? I need to find my Word document so I can bring our people up. So first off, we've got Tina Marie Trimpert. She's an actor, a graphic design whiz, co-founder of Indie Pods United Annual Summit, co-host of the Psychedelic Podcast, and a penguin trainer. It's Tina Marie Trimpert. How you doing, Tina?
I'm doing great. I'm a little bit sleep deprived. I see you stumbled a little bit on your words there. Did I make you nervous?
No, I'm drinking.
Oh, okay. How are you? Thank you for
I'm
having
doing
us.
great.
How you doing, Scott?
Where's Robert? I only see your shoulder.
You gotta scoot over, babe.
He said he started this because he wanted to do something not so serious, and that are we the jokes here?
Yeah, you are the jokes. And I want to introduce Robert because Robert is managing editor at Pristine Events, co-founder of Indie Pods United Annual Summit, co-host of the Psychedelic Podcast, and was one of the original members of Men Without Hats. Robert, it's great to have you on the show. It's great to have the Ken and Barbie of podcasting on my show. Thank you so much for being
Is that what we are?
No. I'm not blonde.
Well,
yeah, I'm really excited.
You guys are the closest thing I can get. So let's bring another guest up. Let's bring my close personal friend and a comedian. And I don't know if I should say it or not. She's an attorney and double showcase winner on Price is Right. It's Mana Raj. Mana.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. It is Friday here though. I'm dialing in from Bombay, Mumbai, India, and it is 6 a.m. in Mumbai here on Friday. So calling from the future.
So are you that dedicated that you want to be on this stupid show to get up at 6 a.m?
Well, I like you, Scott.
Well, I know. Yeah, everybody does, but you know what? I want to thank you for being on this show and for getting up and actually sitting in front of a computer at 6 a.m. I am totally in awe of you. I bow to you. You're very good. And I want to talk about your time in New York here once we get my other guest up. Trent Mabry, he's a comedian, winner of the 2020 Funniest Person Indiana, host of the There You Go with Trent Mabry podcast, and he is only 7 years old. Trent, how are you?
Hey, how's it? Yeah, it's good. How are you? Thanks for having me on your podcast.
I hope I can still swear because you're such a youngster.
Let it fly. Yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
All right, fuck it. I guess I will. So,
He's not serious.
so I want to let everybody watching know who is being represented here. So we've got Indianapolis being represented, actually Franklin, Indiana, Mishawaka, Indiana, which is in the Michiana area because it's by Michigan but not in Michigan. We've got Mumbai represented, and we have Waco, Texas represented here. So we're just all over. We're all over the place.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? Hey, sort of down with the ball. I'm going to show you.
I was actually in Japan.
Yeah, I am I really like getting people together from different areas just because Texas just went through some shit. You had a little snow, huh?
Yeah.
And
a little bit.
Nah, man, it was
and
like
black ice. We were sliding over the place trying to just get wine. Just what's in the cup.
I broke all 2 cars.
I broke them.
You broke one. That's true.
So apparently your grid isn't that solid, huh?
Nah, man, it's shoddy.
We have our own weather system here in Texas.
Did you happen to get one of those very large electric bills?
All the time, man. Every month. Yeah.
No, some people were getting like $7,000 electric bills. They went from like $70 to $7,000.
That's just normal, man.
Yeah, 5 furnaces running at once.
Well, I think it had to do with the non-regulation of the electricity in the company there. So yeah, that's weird. Hey, Mana, we did a show together, and we haven't talked for a while. So what's new with you?
Well, I've moved houses since. Now I'm in a bigger place
Nice.
because I guess just 2 rooms with your husband is too much, and needed more than that. And we finally have some open space. We have a balcony. Other than that, what else is new? I do have a new show coming up. Bombay has started live comedy. We still have electricity, so kudos to a third world country for that.
Yeah.
And
you're doing better than Texas.
Exactly. Yeah, I was definitely throwing shade at Texas. And I'm an energy at And I'm an energy attorney, so I mean, I totally get the whole deregulation bit, and yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to ask you while I've got you here. You spent some time in New York at Stanford, and what was it like being in the States for a period of time and then going back to your home country?
So Stanford's in California. I studied in Stanford for a year, and then after that, I moved to New York for 2 years.
Why did I say New York?
Yeah, I'm
You were in
wondering.
New
But
York though, because
I
you
was,
you
yes,
did
no,
something at
I was.
Gotham. Yeah.
I did. No, so I lived in New York for 2 years. I worked at a big law firm there,
Yeah.
which is basically where people go to get their dreams crushed. And
Yeah.
if they want to go to get their dreams crushed further after their soul has been crushed at a law firm, they do comedy in New York. But and I did both of them. And I just wanted to I wanted to do a master's in law, which is why I was in Stanford for that. And I had a great experience. It was wonderful to take a break from my husband, and we did 3 years of long distance, and and we're still together. So I guess that's something.
That is.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So Trent Mabry, my young friend,
Yeah.
you won the funniest person in Indiana. How did you do that?
Well, I just it was funny. I was the funniest person in Indiana.
Really?
Yeah. That's
What
all.
was
That's all that was required.
what was anything else funny?
Was anything else funny?
Yeah. I mean, was anybody else funny?
There were like a few people. I mean, Indiana is kind of it's not that populated. I would say it's somewhere in the middle, probably. I don't know the exact population.
How funny was Joe Bates? Did he do it?
Well, I'll tell you, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he didn't even make it past the first round.
Yeah. I kind of figured that.
Yeah.
He's an acquired taste, isn't he?
He certainly is, and it's a very slim pickings on who likes the taste of Joe Bates.
Yeah, I mean his album Joe Bates by Joe Bates. You know, I enjoy it, but I do that instead of meditating before I go to sleep.
It's a good thing to put on to really relax you, put you to bed.
Yeah.
I was actually at his album. I did his album release show.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was the funniest person on that too.
Of course. Yeah.
I thought he won the funniest person in Indiana because he looked a little like Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's a compliment, I think.
it is.
Just a little, relax.
That is a compliment. So one of the things I did want to ask is so 3 of the 4 of these little squares has a podcast, and Mana, I don't know. Do you have a podcast?
No. I just talk for a living already, so I can't do more of that.
So
you'll have one soon.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, we need to get you on a podcast. I want to get back over to Tina and Robert. Can you tell me what this Psychedelic Podcast is all about? Because I'm scared.
Are you? Haven't even listened to us, and
it's not that scary stuff.
Basically, we have a panel. Sometimes it's just weird. Sometimes, and we
Yeah.
have some really awesome friends out of it, and we talk about stuff from psychology to philosophy. But we do it, and I'm gonna hate this phrase, easy to digest manner. So it's fun because we totally don't know what we're talking about. We are just learning as we learn with the audience a lot of stuff. And we've always been psychology, so
yeah,
that's what it is.
It's a very down to earth show.
Yeah, too.
We have a lot of convictions and a lot of very strong, passionate opinions, but we always say, "Oh, but we don't know." So
we're your favorite panel experts.
Yes, that's what we are.
The
So,
Psychedelic
it's the
everywhere.
Psychedelic Podcast. Very easy to find. What?
Yeah.
The upside down pyramid.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Evil.
you've
Like
been doing this for a while now. What is obviously you are delving into serious subjects. What is something that just blew your mind that you learned with a guest or without a guest? What just totally blew your mind?
I can go first. I would say the one that stands out to me is our ex panel members. Her name was Dawn. She interviewed a guy who bases his whole life around astral projection. He's an astral projector. So he was just literally just talking in an interview about his experiences and how you can obtain this attribute. And just hearing his story and how he went through it and how he progressed and everything was pretty cool. And I was like, oh, man, it's like, I don't know, it should be on like CNBC. What's it called? I don't even watch NBC. I don't know.
Nothing really.
Like Dateline.
Dateline.
Like crazy
Dateline. That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
So,
I'm sorry.
so is astral projection kind of like the old projectors we had in the classroom with the transparencies, or what? I don't know.
I think it's projecting what the
really
person's sun sign is going to be before they're born.
Oh.
I just keep thinking of Astro Boy now. Like I don't know why that's in my head, but nothing goes my mind. It's pretty about these subjects because I've always been really interested in it, and I've had slight experiences. I mean, I used to dream a lot, so these things are kind of normal for me.
I know too much, Scott.
Yeah, you've got like a brilliant
sucks to
alien
be
here
us.
on your show. You see this head? It's a lot of
Well,
brain and
okay.
Eyebrows are just
Since you're here,
That's
and
why
you,
it's the upside down pyramid.
since you
Exactly.
guys are here
good
and you just
Yeah,
just talked about dreams, I want to talk about dreams a little bit because back in the 90s I used to be a manager at an Aldi Foods, okay, and it was one of the worst. Yeah, thank you. It was the worst experience of my life, and I have PTSD from it. And almost all of my dreams center around being trapped in an Aldi and not being able to get out. So, what's wrong with me? Besides the obvious stuff.
Totally. Yeah. Okay. You're trapped in an Aldi, or you're trapped like an Aldi.
You know what pisses me off? You know what pisses me off is when I was at Aldi, it was the lower tier discount grocery, and now it's become like Trader Joe's. There's groups dedicated to Aldi, and I didn't like that job. I worked in an inner city Aldi where the criminals came, and I had two guys throwing jars of spaghetti sauce at each other one time, and I had a security guard smack me on the back of my head one time because I wasn't listening to him, and I had really bad experiences there.
And you were the manager?
Yeah, I was a manager. The problem is the most people we ever staffed in Aldi with when I worked there was 2.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I see a lot more people.
Out with your bag of kale.
Oh, well, I was a more angry person then, and I almost took a swing at him, but I thought better of it. But yeah, so this Aldi dream, I'm not kidding. I honestly, almost every night I have an Aldi dream where I'm stuck in an Aldi working, and it's exhausting. Trent?
Circumstances change in the dream.
Oh, by the way, sorry for lagging. I can already tell.
Yeah, you're lagging. That's okay.
Even the internet in Texas is freezing.
It was so good for so long, and now it's just not good anymore.
Okay, so going back to Aldi, what part of the grocery store are you in?
Oh, I'm always stocking. I'm always stocking shelves.
You're putting together the building blocks of your life, and you surround so many different issues with this place called Aldi. I don't even know where you get there.
You've been there before, like one time.
I was 20.
So the building blocks.
Of your life,
Okay.
what does this amount to? What is this stack exchange right here?
It's a metaphor, Scott.
It is a deep, deep metaphor. It is actually.
Especially if it's every night.
Oh yeah.
So how do you do the lucid dreaming thing so I can just get the hell out of there?
You can do grounding is where you can first you start this for you, remember. You close your eyes and you loosen your toes and the muscles all the way from your toes up to your knees and all the way up to your head. And you're taking deep breaths as you do it, and then you're focusing on being able to control your dreams.
Yep. It's basically like meditation is what leads up to the outcome and your spiritual intent. Like you have to really.
Yeah, but I also come from
or you can just take a sleep gummy and not have any dreams.
I was going to say, would methamphetamine help at all?
Helps me.
Yeah, doesn't it? I don't want to pass by the fantastic graphics and the fantastic podcast that Trent Mabry has. There you go with Trent Mabry. Can you tell me what the hell that's all about?
Oh, it's an advice podcast. You can email me at advicefromtrent@gmail.com. That's advice from Trent.
But why would I take advice from a child?
First off, he's 44 years old, and second, everybody is coming to Joe Bates' defense, and you know what? I love Joe Bates too, but it's kind of a hey, I'm sorry you're Joe Bates type of love, but I'm just glad I have Trent here tonight. Let's get into some questions. I sent you guys these questions. If you didn't read them, then you're screwed. Are you still friends with any of your high school classmates? And when I say friends, I mean friends enough that you would actually call them and say, how you doing? Or actually go see them? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm friends with one of them.
One?
Yeah.
How many, Tina? How many of your former classmates are you friends with? And allow for the delay. Tina and Robert, how many? Yeah, how many of your friends are you friends from high school? Are you still close personal friends with?
I had one, and I punched him in the face at my party.
Yep.
And
wow.
Somewhere downtown.
Robert.
Place.
It was Austin. I'm sorry, I don't know why that was so hard to recollect. Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
So, but we were still friends after that, but it just wasn't the same.
Definitely not.
I bet.
I'm friends with a lot of them.
Yeah, that'll change things.
Yeah, I just want to.
Trent.
Yeah, well, I'm still 7 years old, so I haven't.
I was
even been to
just
high
gonna
school
say,
yet.
yeah. I was gonna say.
Had you gone to high school, would you still be friends with any of those son of a bitches?
Yeah, I'm still friends with like 2 or 3.
That's good.
One of them just got married, so it's kind of over, I think.
Yeah.
But I'm still close friends with 2.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Are you friends with Joe Bates?
Unfortunately. Just because we're moving to New York, I'm gonna mooch off him a little bit. I gotta pretend like we're friends.
Let's think about this. Let's think about Joe Bates for just a moment. Say you are in an upstairs apartment and you get a apartment on the second floor and you need somebody to help you move. If you call Joe Bates, would he come help you?
I think he would.
He's a good guy then.
He is a good guy.
Stop ragging on him. He's a
You're
good
right.
guy. Joe, I apologize. Folks, I am drinking the B Street Blues whiskey. I don't know where it's made. But it's pretty good. The guy recommended it, and if they want to sponsor me, like I said, send me whiskey, and I
Hey,
will
Scott,
talk about it. Yeah, yo,
beam up Scotty some money. The psychedelic
okay.
approves.
The Psychedelic Podcast approves of what? You cut out a little bit there.
Beaming you up some money.
You make money, Scott.
Oh yeah. Yeah, making money is good. I'm totally down with that. Okay, next question. If a reality wait a minute. Mana, you said how many friends? Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just FYI, just so I can tell you, my best friend from high school died when he was 50. So there you go. If I was very depressed after that. If a real TV film, if a real reality TV film crew followed you around for a month, what is the weirdest thing they would find out about you? Anybody?
Well, I don't.
Already.
Yeah.
Come
So
on.
I don't
It was
shower
a
on
reality
Sundays.
show.
You don't shower on Sundays? Cool.
Yeah, no. I bet there'd be more weird stuff, but
I
I mean, I need a reality show for that.
Yeah, I don't think I could say what they would find out.
Yeah. All of them.
Yeah, what would they find with a teenage-looking boy, right? A bunch of dried socks.
Making this weird.
Yeah, I got
so
family
weird.
watching this. I don't think I can say.
That is the Trent, that is the Some Girls album, I believe. It is
yeah.
I believe it is the original pressing of the Some Girls album. Is that correct?
It is, yes.
Because of Faces. Yeah, nice job there, buddy.
Thank you. I'm an old soul, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Oh my goodness.
Tina and Robert, what's the weirdest thing that a reality TV crew would see you doing in a month's time?
I actually cuss in real life.
A lot. Because I
Yeah.
have a bad influence on her with that.
I got it from him. I should never cuss.
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my weird. You tell me what it is. I do weird stuff all the time. Oh, I dance a lot in the house by myself.
She'll do a little, and she'll crack her back like
I'll do it right
12
now.
times on each side. It's really scary.
Oh,
I can't
good.
stand it.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if that's normal for, people that like to crack their bones.
I shattered my tailbone in 12 places once.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of shattered bones.
Ouch. How do you, is
I
there
don't
even
know.
12
We're
I'm
like-
sorry, is there even 12 places in your tailbone?
Yeah.
Isn't it like, isn't it?
There's two
Fractures.
cheeks.
So, wow. Did they put a new one in or did they sew it up?
Oh gosh, we're not gonna get into detail. I was like, I'm not doing this. Can I tell them what they were gonna do?
Oh, I don't care.
But they didn't. They were like, you're gonna have to shove your. And I was like, no. And so I just and I crawled up and down the stairs to literally get up and down the stairs.
That's
For a month and I just healed myself because
That's a big-
having whatever that was up that area.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
Was it big?
yeah, we made that weird.
So speaking of broken bones, I actually, the first house that my shorty and I got was it had really nice built-in cabinets, but they protruded into the living and dining room. And I broke my little toe on my left foot about 20 times in 2 years. And my response to breaking my toe would be to say, "Oh shit," and I would wrap it up and just go along with my day. But one day I did it, and my toe was actually at a right angle to my foot, and that means I can't put a shoe on. So we went to the emergency room, and this is back in the very early 80s, folks. And we went to the emergency room, and as I was sitting there, it was a Saturday night, and it was very busy because people were getting stabbed and stuff. But my toe started going back into place on its own. So I told my bae, I said, "Honey, let's get out of here because my toe's going to be fine." And then they call me. So they call me back, and the doctor says, "Mr. Curtis, your toe is extremely messed up. You need to be in a cast. We need to give you crutches. We're probably going to have to do surgery, and you're going to be off your feet for like 6 weeks." And I said, "Ha ha, that's not going to happen." And I left, and I taped my toe up and dealt with it because it went back into place. Let's fast forward about 35 years. I'm having severe neuropathy in my foot, and I've got pain, neuropathy. It's very terrible. And I go to my doctor, and he looks at it, and he says, "Let me look at your other foot." And he said, "Okay, have you ever looked at your feet? Because this foot's wrong. There's something wrong with it. There's a bunch of crushed up bone in it, and it's all remelded wrong. So basically your choices are to have it rebroken and all kinds of pins put in, or deal with the pain." So I'm dealing with the pain right now and putting wedges in my toes to
Scott,
alleviate it.
Like potato wedges?
No, they're little rubbery things. Yeah, potato wedges would be good too, though.
Yeah, you just make a trip to KFC every week.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get serious? Oh,
Yeah, you
you
can.
break your toes like 100 times per year.
Yeah, she told me that factoid like 5 times. Is that true? Is that true?
It is true.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
But if it's true, I'm pretty fucked up.
Break your pinky toe? Well, you mashed that one in.
Oh,
It's the worst toe
My
break I've
pa-
ever heard.
That's an injury.
oh, I'll send you guys pictures afterwards,
No,
just so
no,
you can
no,
see the
no.
difference.
Yeah, I'll
You don't
see
want
it.
to see
I'll
them?
see it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll see it.
I'll send it to Trent.
Dude, I love broken toe breaks.
That was my
Yeah, it's a total mess. Um,
But
Gosh.
can I ask? I believe Tina Marie mentioned she was on a reality show. I want to know more about that.
yeah, hit us, Tina.
It was the worst.
Can you?
You smacked your skull into the skull.
It's so funny.
Okay, I had to leave their show and end their show because I had got their videographers. They were my people, and so they at the time I had a lot of marijuana, and they thought that was like a huge problem, and so I mean it wasn't really like even a lot, to be honest. Everybody says that,